Why has this crowd gotten violent with us multiple times? Multiple times. Oh, really?
Because of the way you speak towards them. The way you treat
Freedom of speech. You need to back up.
Let me tell you what happened.
You need to back up.
I was talking to those two gentlemen, and who did this?
I came up here and said...
Who's doing this, bitch?
Doing what?
That's right.
Doing what?
Oh,
I'm standing
take
here.
a look at your body language, babe.
My body? Look at you. Look at you. Look at this. She's so
can't tell
fake.
you.
These are the liberals. These are the liberals. These are the liberals. Yeah, my YouTube channel. You want to subscribe?
He's a YouTuber!
Oh, it's so funny, guys. It's so funny that I'm a YouTuber, guys. Oh my god.
Structural racism exists, and all white people have benefited from structural racism.
This is structural racism.
Different standards have applied to white people.
Okay,
people
that's
of
wrong.
color.
So why do the opposite? Why do the opposite now? The opposite is still wrong.
That white people have caused for the whole United States. We have to fucking offset it.
Guess what? Most of us were not even alive during that time.
It doesn't matter. You benefit from those fucking policies. Every single white person continues to benefit from structural racism. It doesn't matter because you are aligning yourself with them so that you can get some possessive.
I think that's racist. You charge people different rates based on race.
You want possessive
racist.
Get him up out of here. Get up out of here. You over getting in with his face. Get up out of here. Get up out of here, man.
Let them antagonize me. She touched me. Come on. She touched me. Yeah, that's right. Take a video.
Hey, you put your hands on women.
Equality.
You put your hands on women.
Did I? Did you see me put my hands on anyone? Did you see me put my hands on
You
anyone?
didn't have to escalate that quickly, though.
She escalated it.
You also
You feminists
escalated.
want equality? Now you have equality.
I was not
Now you have
disrespecting you in
equality.
any way, sir. I do not.
Don't be talking to her like that, dog.
Or
what? Don't be talking to her like that, dog. Don't be talking to her like that, dog.
Back up.
Shame on all you motherfuckers. Get fucking back up.
Check the fucking pockets. Hey, check my speech.
Check your fucking pockets, bro. Check your fucking pockets.
You're a punk.
No, you're a sucker. You want to take off your fucking glasses.
You won't even take off your glasses. Show your eyes, bro. Show your eyes, bro. Show your fucking eyes. No, stay like that, bro. No, you're smart. Yeah, put on that hair. You fucking self-shaming yourself, bro. You fucking hating like yourself.
So you say other people don't deserve affirmative action? We have been oppressed for centuries. My white males like you are going to come here and say with your unearned privilege that they don't deserve that?
No, they are all in here without affirmative action. They got in without it. Everyone here got in without it. It wasn't. Everyone here are all high achievers. They got in without it. What's your problem with that?
That's not my problem. It has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does.
As it has to do with people have been oppressed for centuries.
They got in.
And you're going to sit here with your white privilege
They got
and
in.
say, and you're white passing. And you kind of are. And you're going to walk into a room as a male and say 25 cents off for females?
Well, yeah, because people say they've been oppressed over time.
Females are oppressed. I have to walk down the street every day. Every day I have to walk down the street in fear of men attacking me. And you're going to say and you're gonna say that we're on equal level. You're gonna say you walk down the street and you're afraid a man's gonna attack you. No!
Actually, I am. Every single day I walk down, people send me threats online every day.
Caro 7's Dee Dee's son was at the sale today. The group hosting was protesting Initiative 1000, which repeals Washington's affirmative action ban.
We're not on a level playing field. My friend, listen.
UW students, many upset about this so-called affirmative action bake sale.
The atmosphere here is definitely very hostile.
A group called the UW College Republicans are protesting lawmakers repealing the state's 20-year ban on affirmative action.
We're trying to show off the racist effects of affirmative action by selling our baked goods at different prices to different races to show off that it's very clear discrimination.
The group set different prices on cookies for different races. $1.50 for Asians, $1 for white students, 50 cents for African American and Hispanic students, and free for Native Americans.
Putting a price value on every race, that is so wrong, okay?
One student appeared to knock a tray of cookies on the ground.
You can't do that. It's free speech.
Campus police marched her away in handcuffs.
Planning for their job. Stay back, okay?
Do you think this event should not have been allowed?
No! Of course not. There's nothing objective about it. This is subjective. This is supposed to provoke anger. How dare you? You don't come here and act like this is okay.
We're just selling cookies.
Oh, shut up. I come here $20,000 in debt because of your ass.
Not because of me. Why are you in debt because of me? I didn't tell you to take a loan. You're not in debt because of me.
I feel like this is correct. No, listen. What's your name?
My name?
Yes, what's your name?
Armin Talui.
Armin who?
Talui.
Talui. That sounds so white, man. Because you don't come in here.
It's a Persian name.
It's a Persian
My family's from Iran.
Okay.
Okay, Chevy, what just happened there?
Okay, so these groups are coming up telling me that that I'm racist. I tell them that I-1000 is legitimately racist, allows discrimination based on race, and they start yelling at me. Eventually they start getting up in my face, and the police have to pull me back because they're getting up too close and they're getting aggressive and they're creating a scene.
So Chevy, why did you have this bake sale?
Well, we oppose government discrimination based on race, and which is very important to us as a club, especially with so many Asian members who are going to be affected directly by it. And so we're against all government discrimination based on race. I-1000 changes that, allows college admissions to be to use race as a factor to allow them to. And as we all know, when the government is allowed to choose which race get benefits or not, it's gone bad in the past, and we're not going to let it happen again.
And how did it go bad in the past?
Well, of course, once we let private organizations, we've let government organizations make this distinctions based on race, and the result of that in the past has been black people couldn't vote, separate restrooms for black people, and now separate college admission standards for black people. And that's it's always been racist. It still is racist, and we need to fight against it. And the Republican Party is the party that stopped racism, the party of civil rights. And I think once again we have to make sure that we're supporting equal rights as the Republican Party.
I completely agree with that. How do you feel about the people that are screaming in your face and taking people's phones and attacking people?
I think they're very misguided. A lot of them are claiming that that affirmative action helps them, but in fact, we haven't had affirmative action in Washington in 20 years, so they all got into college without it. Now that affirmative action is back, they all pretend like it's always been here, but it hasn't. They got in without it, they're fine without it, and we have a fine, diverse group of people on campus. Our campus is completely diverse without the need of affirmative action, without the need of government-sanctioned racism, and we should keep it that way.
Do you feel safe expressing your point of view on this campus?
I wouldn't say entirely. Many of these people are getting aggressive, and many people have sent me threats online, but I have no problem with that because I firmly stand strong in my beliefs on this, and I'm not going to stand down because of threats we get on Twitter.
Fair enough. Also, last question, Chevy Swanson, do you think I'm an attention whore?
A little bit. I don't have a problem with it.
All right, guys, I'm Salim Juma, your host of OperationColdFront, and I'm here with a crowd of butthurt liberals that cannot tolerate freedom of speech. We almost got attacked by 3 different people so far. 3 different people. They are so triggered by these hats that they flip out. They cannot tolerate it. They are terrified of these hats. It's a hat. Relax, guys. It's a hat.
That means that you support a man who wants to decimate.
He got voted in. Why? Why do you think that? No, he doesn't. Prove it. Why? Where did he say that he hates Muslims?
Ban them from the country.
He didn't ban them. There's countries that are banned on the list. Obama made the list, not Trump.
I don't like Obama either.
Well, that's great. There you go. There's something that we agree on.
What are you doing? This is not funny.
I think it's a great metaphor, actually.
It's a what great metaphor? What are you talking about?
I don't like affirmative action.
And I don't like your racist ass.
How am I racist? Explain it to me. Explain how I'm racist.
Why do you think this is correct?
How is affirmative action correct?
Okay, it means that we're not on a level playing field. That's what it means.
We are on an absolutely level playing field today.
My father has been going through so much. The fact that I have to even bring my father into this to show you
My
what
father is an African immigrant from Tanzania.
And you,
yet I stand here doing this.
I'm not racist because I have a black friend. What is wrong with you?
What is that even? What? How is that the same thing?
Oh, shut up. Listen to me.
You brought your father in, so I brought mine in too.
Okay, bring in your father.
Yes.
Okay. You think this is funny, and it's not funny. And listen, sir, I don't know your name, and you can act like this is cool and take the picture, whatever. But let me tell you something, this is not a joke. I don't care what it is. It's not a joke. This is not funny.
It's not a joke. This is a very clear metaphor that they're trying to make.
Where are you sending this to?
Sending who to?
Where are you?
This video? It's going on our YouTube channel.
Oh, it better go on the
you
YouTube
think it's
channel.
a joke, and
Because
you
you
just
think
said
it's a
not
joke.
You're so
I don't think it's a joke.
What you're saying is a joke.
You're still whining, and I'm trying to listen to her. Thank you.
So what's your name again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Salim.
Salim. Okay, where are you originally from?
I was born in Texas, but
I was born in Bronx, New York. I was born in Bronx, New York. But where are you exactly from?
Do you mean where are my parents from? Tanzania.
Tanzania. Why are you not supporting affirmative action? What is it?
Because I don't believe in it. I believe a man can come here from Africa, do very well for himself, make $500,000 a year, send his children to school, and take care of his family. I believe in capitalism.
Did it work for you?
Yes, it did. It worked very well.
It didn't work for my dad.
This is a merit-based society. It's not always going to work. Sometimes life doesn't work out. That doesn't mean it's racism.
Oh my God, Salim, hold on. You, America, said that my meritocracy will get me to where I am if I work hard. Yes. My dad worked hard. That doesn't mean he's uneducated. In fact, he's very educated. No, listen. I didn't cut you. I was listening to everything you're saying. Okay, please be nice to me and let me talk. Okay, I shouldn't even be this nice, but I am nice, so let me be nice. Okay, listen. My father worked so hard. He came here from my mom, whatever, and they're citizens, right? They're citizens, and he's been going through educational process and everything like that. My friend, he has a master's in business administration as we're speaking, right? For how many years? 10 years and up or something. Not a single job, my friend, not a single job. What does he have to do? He has to go to Japan, right? And be a teacher. And even then, he's still working towards trying to be a PhD in business administration.
Can I tell you something? Your father is far more educated than my father. Sometimes life doesn't work out. It's not racism.
What do you mean it's not racism?
He has a master's degree. Sometimes the job market isn't there. Okay, that doesn't mean it's racism. It doesn't mean it's because he's African.
Guys, I want to listen to what he's saying. I need to hear what he's talking about because that's the root issue. Okay, please do not think that you are the next white. I'm saying that, and I'm not saying like white. I'm saying in form of privilege, and I'm happy it worked for you. I'm not jealous of you. Maybe you're not that's like me or anything, and I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
But the thing about it is, please don't take your narrative like my narrative, like as if that it couldn't be a better outcome.
I don't understand your personal experiences and you don't understand mine. I'm trying to understand, but what I'm also trying to say is in this capitalistic country, we have far better opportunities than back home. In Tanzania, my father would not have any opportunities, any. He would be a poor man on the street. He'd be a cab driver. He'd have nothing. He came here and did well. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but this is the most free country in the world. You have utmost opportunity here. Sometimes things aren't fair. I agree with that. I understand that, but we're trying to fix it.
Yeah, okay.
My parents are immigrants. Thank you.
Wait, so the thing is, do you believe racism is real? It's still prevalent.
Stop throwing things at me. You threw that at me. Get her on film. You threw that at me.
I mean, we're on film. What do we do?
Get it on film. You right there. You threw it at me.
Okay.
Yeah, you. Yeah, and that chick there. Go on.
Yeah, So, do you believe racism is still prevalent right now?
I think it still exists.
Okay.
I think it still exists, but it's dying out.
You think it's dying out?
I do.
Do you believe that it's taken to the institutional level?
Yes.
Okay, so we have some...
The sentencing guidelines for crack cocaine and powder cocaine, perfect example of the sentencing guidelines not being fair to African Americans and white Americans. I completely understand.
I really do appreciate you trying to understand where I'm coming from.
And I think that criminal justice reform is a big issue that we need to work on. And I think immigration reform is also a big thing that we need to work on to make it easier for people to come here legally.
I mean, there's some beauty in you. There's some beauty in this guy. I mean, let's give it to him.
Why don't you register for selective service?
Okay.
No, you don't need throwing that up by yourself.
Okay.
Well, why?
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? You open your own shit, man. I didn't put
Turn around! Turn around!
Okay.
Turn around!
Yeah, you know.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
You're literally shouting that. The first guy put his
I do.
then his friend said,
Why don't you like me? I
don't
even know.
But then you
Well, you keep talking about me.
You don't know yourself.
You keep talking about me.
You don't know
What do you mean I don't know
yourself.
myself?
We know that
Why you
you're
wearing
running
that
for
hat?
white
I like this hat.
nationalists too,
Why
and
are
you're
you
supposed
wearing
to
it?
go after
Why are you
them.
wearing it?
Because I support Donald Trump.
You support Donald Trump?
I do.
Oh, why?
I support a
Why
border
do you
wall.
support it? Why do you support it?
I support a border wall. I do.
Do you know he doesn't support you?
Why do you think that?
No, I'm saying, do you know?
Black unemployment is the lowest it's ever been.
You're not black.
How do you know that? Maybe I'm transracial.
You're not black.
Maybe I identify as black.
You can't even be close to black.
My parents are from Africa.
And we're all from Africa.
Explain to me what transracial means.
It means I identify as African American on
Do you
Mondays, Tuesdays, and
understand that
Wednesdays.
races have to genetically that you're not?
I'm fucking black. I am black. What are you telling me that you're black? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. No, you're not.
What if I decide to be? If you can change your gender, why can't you
You
change your race?
understand that race is passed down genetically and gender is a social fucking construct?
I think he is.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I just got assaulted on campus. Some bitch-ass liberal came up and took my fucking phone, and the cops didn't take him to jail. But they got me my phone back, so I'm proud of our boys in blue. Blue lives matter. Sorry, not you. I know.
You can't apologize.
Let's let this calm down.
Hey, look, he's throwing up gang signs. Arrest this asshole. I'm not with you, college Republicans.
Okay, then why are you here?
I just run a YouTube channel, dude. That's it. Why would I go home when you guys are giving me incredible footage? Every time we see a triggered SJW,
Hey, let me be in the
we
video.
get a million fucking
The
views.
footage is good, right?
It's your guys'
The footage
fault.
is good,
We
right?
exist.
But there's more disagreement than there is agreement. So you're telling us there's more disagreement than there is agreement?
Yeah. All is this for YouTube?
You're here fucking YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Your YouTube
Wow.
channel?
You want to say something?
Do you think that's clever?
No? Nothing to say?
You're talking to a phone.
Too immersed in your white privilege?
High school.
I don't believe in white privilege. I'm doing just fine as a brown man. Nobody ever said that the whites were more privileged than me.
I have a lot more privilege.
Nope, don't believe in white privilege.
White privilege. It happens every day.
Nope.
It happens every day.
Nope.
I go through that. Mistreatment.
Okay, but
What do you
tell us about
mean?
your mistreatment then. Tell us about
I don't
your
need to
mistreatment.
explain myself.
Okay,
You
well
can
then
see
why
it.
are you talking to
can
us
see
then?
it. Why are you
just
talking
yelling
when
for
you're
no
not explaining
reason?
yourself either?
It's unfortunate. We just came to discuss things, but they're so ridiculously triggered. They're just screaming and shouting and crying and shitting their pants. And I mean, you guys are. There's no civil discourse. There's no civil discourse going on. This is a college campus, a place of higher education, and these people can't tolerate civil debate. They get so ridiculously angry about it, they cannot tolerate civil debate. Isn't that insane? Isn't that absolutely insane? And these people think there's hate speech. They believe they will get rid of freedom of speech. Australia, Canada, England, they have lost freedom of speech everywhere. People are going to prison for misgendering people. And that's what these liberals would have us have here in the United States. I say no to that.
Show me where somebody went to prison for misgendering.
you be ready to defend yourself when you came here with the spirit of attacking other people?
I came here to talk, but people are not willing to.
Talk because you're yelling at people.
They're yelling at us.
Having a conversation with me, I'm the one talking to you.
Then let's have a conversation. Why don't you tell me?
You're willing to have a fight with people out there yelling at you and you're yelling back. Instead of having a dialogue about issues that you are supporting, that right there and your racist mistakes are coming back.
See, you keep calling me racist. How am I racist? Explain that to me.
What are you supporting?
I support Donald Trump. The affirmative action bake sale?
So
Do you understand the metaphor?
Wait, you said you support Donald Trump.
I do.
And why is that?
Because I support a border wall.
And why is that?
Because I think illegal immigration costs us a lot of money.
No one is illegal.
$116 billion a year.
Undocumented. I was fucking undocumented.
Illegal, actually.
No,
yes.
Undocumented.
Illegal.
Sir, can I see your face? Because I would like to see who I'm talking to.
I'd rather not. People try to dox us. They try to find us, and they call us neo-Nazis.
It's my people in Mexico.
What?
You said you tried
You're not ready to have a conversation.
I am having a civil discourse.
Listen to what I'm saying. Don't fucking cut me off. Before.
Or what? What are you gonna do about it?
I told you already. I told you.
Then don't fucking cuss at me then.
I can do whatever the fuck.
I can do whatever I want to. I came here out of a civil dialogue, but if you start screaming at me, I'm gonna scream right fucking back.
You said that you came to have your civil dialogue, but you literally came up here, posted with your fucking YouTube channel, being like, "I'm here to get reactions out of people." Don't
when did I say
lie.
reaction? Didn't say reaction.
Bitch, check your footage. Check your fucking footage.
Trigger the libs is what I said.
Check your footage. Check your footage.
Trigger the libs.
Replay it.
Trigger the libs.
I'm not going to.
No.
You came to get reactions out
I'm not
of
afraid of
social
you.
justice warriors. That's what you fucking said. You're so.
Do you identify as a social justice warrior?
It doesn't matter if I do or don't.
Oh,
What
yeah?
does that have to do with anything? Explain that to me. Turn the fucking microphone on yourself.
I have a microphone. I don't need to turn it on myself.
Answer the damn question then.
Well, social justice warriors are fucking irritating as shit, so
That
I'm
wasn't
just
the fucking
wondering.
question, so.
Well, you asked why it mattered, so I think it's irritating as shit. That's why I'm pointing a microphone in your face.
You're so dumb, man.
No, not at all.
You literally have no comment to anything.
Your YouTube subscribers think that you're smart because nobody else does.
You can't speak for yourself.
I speak
You
for
clearly
myself
can't
right
speak
now.
for yourself, sir. Because this one always
Look
wants
at all
to come,
these
right?
angry people that can't tolerate freedom of
Because
speech.
let me know
Look
your
at them.
logical process. Let me know your reasoning. Let me know your reasoning. Exactly.
See, you guys are so angry because we are speaking our minds. Because we are speaking.
Because you have no clue what you are
Why do you think I'm wrong?
Why do you think you're right? So why do you think you're right?
Because I believe in Donald Trump. Why is that such a
Okay,
problem?
but Donald Trump is not a good man.
Why do you think that?
But Donald Trump
Why
is
do you
not a
think
good
Donald Trump is
man.
not a good man? Tell me.
There's so many reasons. He
Then go ahead and
discriminates.
tell us that.
That's all I need to say.
Read an article. Can you read? Hold up. Can you read?
No, I can't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That clearly you can't read. Nor could you listen.
I couldn't guess.
Why do you think that?
Who are you?
Dumbass.
Have you not?
Have you not read the articles? Have you not heard him speak? Do you know your facts?
And you don't even have your shit together. Supporting somebody who doesn't support you.
I know who's better than you do.
Oh, you're talking about supports you all
Because I'm a United States citizen.
So am I. Don't support any people coming to this.
Well, you're free to disagree with me. That's called freedom of speech.
What freedom of speech? We have hate speech.
There's no such thing as hate speech.
That is what
Nope. Nope.
That should be no.
No such thing as hate speech.
There is. You are.
I think we can fix this country, and I think you actually know more than me about these subjects, but you can educate me, and that's okay. Okay, I'm willing to learn, right? I want to be able to stand for freedom of speech. I think we should be able to sit here and have a civil discourse. I think that's a great plan. Yeah. Well, earlier was a bit of a problem, but yes, now it is, and I'm very happy to see that.
I can see where you're coming from, right? And again, I'm really happy it worked for you.
And I want to be honest with you, like, I came here, and I mean, we didn't get to have a civil dialogue because I came here to trigger the libs too, but I also did come here to talk, so I'm glad we were able to have this conversation. Like, it's good to hear other people's points of views. All I want, really, is to have freedom of speech. I don't want people to being attacked, like the girl that attacked the cookies and the guy that got my phone. I just think it would be better. There is no such thing as hate speech. I just think it would be better if we could talk about our issues and have civil dialogue.
You want to interview these
Honestly,
ladies?
like that is a fact.
Yeah, you guys want to do an interview? Nope.
Okay.
No, I didn't think so.
They want to call Trump a bigot. So.
But
Did I call this a good
this
one?
guy believes in systemic racial inequality at least. These other guys don't.
I mean, there's some beauty in you. There's some beauty in this guy. I mean, let's give it to him.
If you want to see yourself on YouTube, check out OperationColdFront.
Subscribe!
Hit the subscribe button.
And the bell notification.
And the bell notification so you get our latest video updates.